Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you have no idea who I am, my name is Chanel. I run a blog called CHANELFILES.com, and over here on this small but growing corner of the YouTube world, we talk about God, fashion, luxury fashion. We do some vlogging, we love to work out, we love to eat healthy, we love to take care of our skin, and last but certainly not least, we love to live the blessed life. So if any of those things are of interest to you, then I would love and appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button down below, and while you are there, hit the bell notification so you are notified when I upload a new video. So as you guys can see, today we're going to be talking about my personal must-have summer accessories. I wouldn't say that these are necessarily on trend, but these are just things that I know I have been reaching for, things that you guys have been seeing nonstop on my Instagram, and honestly, you will continue to see here on YouTube and on my Instagram, because honestly, they're just everything that I need for the summer season. So I just wanted to come on here and quickly share all the things that I personally am loving and will be wearing accessory wise, specifically for the summer season. So let's go ahead and get into it. First accessory is something that you guys have been seeing me wear so much already. It's not even officially summer yet, but y'all have been seeing these on repeat. You guys saw them last spring summer season on repeat, and honestly, you will continue to see them on repeat because I love them so much. And of course, that is going to be bucket hats. For the longest, I did not think that they were me. I felt like they were just very like 80s and 90s and really didn't have a place in my personal style. But much like anything that is on trend, I think if you are interested in it, it really is about just finding the one that works for you. And you guys, I have found the ones that work for me. I'm only going to show a few of my favorites. They are all my favorites. If they weren't, I would not own them. But a few of my favorites is going to be, first of all, this lack of color texture hat. I love this. I want to say I got this spring summer 2020 if I'm not mistaken, but I absolutely love this hat. You guys know how I feel about texture in the spring and summer. In the fall and winter, I am all about adding texture. That is actually going to be something that I talk about next up after bucket hats, but I absolutely love this. Like I said, this is from Lack of Color. I want to say this was around about $120. You do not have to spend a lot of money on bucket hats or really any of these accessories that I'm going to talk about. They are at every price point, whether you go fast fashion or you decide to invest in something. You can literally find a bucket hat at every price point. And of course, I have to talk about one of my other favorite bucket hats, which you guys have been seeing so much. And of course, it is one of my two Loewe bucket hats. I want to say I wore my khaki colored one in my last sit down video. I am obsessed with these hats. As you can see, it just has Loewe embossed here in leather on the front, and, or excuse me, really on the back. This is technically the front. Hold on. Okay, yeah, this is the front of the hat. So this is in the back, and I love everything about these hats. I love these strings that are hanging out. You can either tie them under your neck if you wanted to have like a very Little House on the Prairie moment, which I love. I haven't really worn that like out and about, but if I was going on vacation, I would totally tie them up under my neck. Now, I will say the Loewe ones are not cheap. They are definitely more of an investment, which is why you guys have been seeing me wear them so much, because I am determined, much like anything that I buy, I'm always going to be determined to get my cost per wear out of my luxury items. And I have been doing so, whether you guys have seen it in reels, you've seen it on my Instagram, or I have been wearing them in real life. I am determined to get my wear out of both of my Loewe bucket hats. But nonetheless, like I said, regardless of what price point you decide to spend on your bucket hats are just here for the taking. I know they might not be for everyone, but I promise you, if you simply just find one or two or three that work with your personal style, regardless of what you see as a trend, if you find ones that simply just work for your style, your aesthetic, and your budget, I promise you, sis, they are worth the investment. Moving along, the next accessory, or really not even an accessory, but the next thing that I like to have in the spring and summer season, and honestly even in the fall winter time, is going to be texture. You guys know how I feel about texture. I've talked about texture and adding texture to your wardrobe, or really to my wardrobe, in a ton of other videos, not necessarily just for the spring and summer season, but even for the fall and winter. This first piece is going to be something that I purchased, I want to say summer 2020. This is from Source Unknown, and as you can see, it is in this beautiful natural colored raffia material. material. I am obsessed with this. The shape is obviously very Bottega-like, which we are not mad at. It is nice, it is neutral, it's easy to style, it's easy to wear. This particular one fits a ton of things in it, and I just love everything about this. I love that obviously you can kind of just tuck it under your arm, you can carry it in your hand, and like I said, texture is just something that adds to your outfit without really having to do too much or think too much into it. I like that it adds dimension, and I like that it just makes your outfit stand out a little bit more without having to really think too much about it, if that makes sense. This particular one, like I said, is from a source unknown. I don't think they have this anymore, but I know for a fact, because I've linked them on my Shop Like to Know It page, you can find similar styles to this on Etsy. I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but I will leave links to everything that is available and or similar styles down below. So just check below if you want links to anything. Nonetheless, raffia, wicker, woven, which is the next thing that I'm going to show you. These are great ways to add texture to your outfit without having to do too much. And of course, I could not talk about texture without talking about something that is near and dear to my heart, and of course it is going to be my Big Body Bottega. You guys know how much I love this bag, but again, I'm not going to talk too much about the bag, but more or less the fact that it is this beautiful woven into the chapto leather. This is something that obviously Bottega is known for, but again, it's really more or less just about the texture, and it isn't something necessarily that you would notice from afar, but when you come up close and you look at the bag and you look at the bag with your outfit, it just adds something to your look that I think like a plain leather bag wouldn't necessarily do. So personally, I think whether it's raffia or woven or wicker, having texture in your outfit by way of your accessories, which is my preferred choice, is again just another way to add a little pop to your outfit without having to think too much or do too much, especially in the summer season when it's hot. I know a lot of you guys are on the East Coast, and though I am from California and I'm back in California, I went to school on the East Coast, I lived on the East Coast, so I understand the stress that comes with it being not only hot but also humid, and you're not trying to think too much about your outfit and all of the details that go into it. So again, I think a great way just to add another element to your outfit without having to do too much is by way of texture. Moving on to the next category, I don't really know like what to call this or the title of this, so I'm just gonna call this fun, kitschy, DIY summer camp style jewelry. This is probably one of the more trendier accessories that I'm going to talk about, but personally I love it, so I think maybe some of you guys will as well. But like I said, this is going to be very fun, very kitschy, very juvenile jewelry, i.e. something like what I am wearing. I'll come a little bit closer so you guys can get a better idea. But as you can see, it's very youthful, it's very fun. It's something that if you are a DIY girl, I can kind of be a little bit of a DIY girl. I haven't been in a while, but if you are someone who likes to make things, this is absolutely a jewelry trend that you can just like go to the store and buy the pieces and make it yourself. And this is also a jewelry trend that you do not have to spend a lot of money on. Let me come a little closer again. This one is actually from Shein. I got this, I want to say last year or even summer 2020. Y'all, I got this from Shein for $2. Like literally $2, okay? However, this second one is from Roxanne Osseline. I want to say this was about $160, so not cheap, but again, I decided to go ahead and get it because I just personally feel like this is something that I could easily add to my outfit, and it just makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit more youthful. It adds a fun pop of color amongst the color that you may be already wearing. This sweater, if I haven't already mentioned, is from In Other Stories. I'm pretty sure this is no longer available because I got this like over a year ago, but even when wearing something as bright as this sweater, I would still obviously add even more pops of color because again, this is a trend that is very youthful, it's very fun, it's very juvenile, but personally I really like that, and there's something about that that I just maybe relate to a little bit. So if that is something that you think you would be interested in, I would recommend checking out this type of jewelry. Not only does it come in necklaces, but you can also find earrings in this style, you can find bracelets in this style, and again, it's something that if you don't want to spend a lot of money on it, girl, go onto Shein, spend $2 or $3 or $4, there you have it. or if this is something that you find that you want to invest in because it just fits into your personal style, you can find a myriad of pieces on Shopbop, on Matches Fashion. I actually have 2 necklaces that are in my wish list on Matches Fashion that I'm waiting to go even further down on sale. They're on sale, but I want them to be even cheaper. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money on this particular jewelry trend because I know that it's not for everyone. The 4th category of accessories that I personally love, that I think everyone should have in their wardrobe for the summer season, are going to be colorful sunglasses. Much like the kind of like DIY summer camp jewelry, it's just a fun way to add a pop of color to your outfit without having to do too much, without having to think too much about it. So I have 2 pair of sunglasses here that I love, and the first pair are going to be these beautiful yellow aviator sunglasses. These are from Gucci. I absolutely love these sunglasses. I don't think these are available anymore, but of course I will link similar styles down below. And like I said, you guys, even just with the jewelry, even with the bucket hats, even with the textured bags, these are just ways to add to your summer outfit without having to think too much, without having to do too much, without having to freak out about whether your outfit is going to come out cute. These are just fun ways to add to your wardrobe without having to stress out, which personally, I love to live a stress-free life, especially when it comes to fashion. I don't have time to be worried about getting outfits together. I just want to know that when I put my outfit on, regardless of what I'm wearing, I have really fun, really cute, really nice accessories that will easily contribute to my outfit without having to think too much about it. This particular pair of sunglasses are by Bottega. You guys have also seen these before. I haven't worn these in quite a while, but I absolutely love these. And as you can see, they have not only a green frame, but also a green lens. When I wear them, they look like the lens is black, but the lens, as you guys saw, is actually green. And I love everything about these. I wouldn't wear these with this particular outfit, but again, whether you want to add a colorful pop of color to your look by way of sunglasses, be them colorful frames or colorful lenses, adding colorful sunglasses to your look, again, it's just an easy, thoughtless, and effortless way to contribute to your summer outfit without having to think too much. So colorful sunglasses, all the rage. We love that for us for the summer season. Guys, moving along, we are going to quickly talk about shoes. Both of these styles, I personally think that everyone should have in their summer wardrobe. Of course, the first is going to be chunky sandals. We are literally not even going to spend a lot of time talking about this because at this point, if you don't own chunky sandals, sis, it's not the shoe, it's you, okay? Sorry to say it, but it's you. But I just have these Marni sandals that I purchased a few months ago. Absolutely love these. Again, we have texture here. Though these are faux fur, I'm still going to be wearing these in the summer because they are a pair of sandals. I absolutely love these. They are chunky. They are not the most chunkiest that I have, but they do add to that chunky shoe trend, which we all love and appreciate these days. And the next pair of shoes is going to be something that I think a lot of people wouldn't think adds to your shoe collection for the summer season, but it really does when you want to quite literally just slip into a shoe and go. And that is going to be elevated thong sandals. This is something that initially, when I saw this trend kind of start to make its way around, which I want to say it was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I really didn't think it was for me because personally, I do not like the feeling of like thongs in between my toes or really in between like my big toe. There's just something about that feeling that really irks my spirit. But I also think it's about just finding a pair that works for you. I got these from Zara, I want to say 2 years ago, and I actually really love these. They are this beautiful cream color, as you can see, and they have a little circular heel, which I think just adds a little bit of height, obviously, when I do want that little bit of extra height, but I still want to be comfortable. I still want to be able to walk and function and do things. And like I said, this is something that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't think to add to their shoe collection for the summer season, but it really is just a really cool, effortless, and minimal way to add to your outfit because obviously the nature of a thong sandal is a very barely there shoe. So you're really not adding too much to your outfit, yet if you find the right pair of thong sandals, it really can add to your outfit, if that makes sense. Last but certainly not least, I feel like everyone should have a silk scarf in their collection for the spring and summer season. You guys know I purchased this one from Chanel last year and I absolutely love her. I've talked about her, I've worn her in reels, and you guys, I love everything about this scarf. I've actually gotten a few questions about the size of this. This particular one is a 30 by 30 inch all the way around, and I think that this is a great size. And I have worn this with wigs, I have worn this with braids, and it does fit perfectly fine on my head with all of those different hairstyles, because that is something to think about when you are wearing a silk scarf. So this is one that I absolutely love. Also, I have this beautiful vintage Dior one. This one is not a 30 inch by 30 inch. I want to say this is 20 by 20, I want to say, so it is a little bit smaller, but this is also another scarf that I have that I wear a ton of throughout the spring and summer season. And again, I think there's just something about silk scarves that add and elevate to your outfit. There's something very luxurious, I feel like, a silk scarf that you really can't get out of a lot of other accessories. It screams yacht, it screams shmoney, it screams beach, even if you don't have any of those things. I feel like adding a silk scarf to your outfit really does add that vibe to your outfit. All right, you guys, that is everything. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, I will have links to everything linked on my Shop Like to Know It page. So just drop down in the description box, check the link, and that one link will take you over to my Shop Like to Know It page, where you will find similar styles, if not direct links, but more than likely similar styles to a lot of these items. If you are not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, sis, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button down below, and while you are there, hit the bell notification so you are notified when I upload a new video. Check me out over on Instagram at CHANELFILES. Check out my blog, CHANELFILES.com. And of course, last but certainly not least, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.